The Sciforror Film Podcast. Hello and welcome to another extra episode of the Sciforror Film Podcast. I'm Andy Walker and I am joined today by actor Dave Tunstall. Hello Dave, how are you doing?
How are you? I'm doing well, thank you very much.
I'm very glad to have you here. It's really good to see you. We'll start off, as I do with everybody. I'll just ask a general question of how you got involved in filmmaking and acting, and how you kind of got involved, especially in the horror sci-fi stuff that we cover.
Well, funnily enough, I mean, years ago, I was very much interested in it, but work took over as it does. And then, unfortunately, my mother went down with illness and I had to give up work to look after my mother. Prior to that, I'd met John Williams, who we probably all know. He's one of the great horror film directors in this country now. I'd known him for quite a few years, and we somehow lost contact because of the work he used to do. And then I'd heard that he was starting to make films in this area because it was in the local paper. Basically, it was chaos with it, but it got his name mentioned. And so we got in contact, and he said, well, I'm making movies all the time. Come along to the next one and just help me out a little bit. So I did. That was originally St. Baptist's, now called The Baptist, the comedy film. And once I was in, as I say to everybody now to get into John Williams films, you're a member of the club now. That's it. It's like a carry-on team. So I started from there and then just moved on up with him. And we've done quite a few together now.
Cool. And I mean, were you kind of drawn to wanting to do horror stuff, or was that just a happy circumstance?
It was just a happy circumstance. If I have to be honest with you, I don't normally watch. It's not a genre I watch myself, but I'm beginning to sort of realize that there is a lot more to it than probably the years ago when I was a school child. I probably got a bit frightened of them. But nowadays, I'm beginning to understand a little bit more. So I do actually watch more nowadays, and I know what goes on in the background without giving things away. So it's just that John makes these. He sort of makes horrors and then comedy horrors, and sort of mixes and matches them. We've done, I think we've done about 3 pure horrors now, including Beyond the Witching Hour, which you've heard about, which we're taking to Southport next weekend.
Oh, okay.
Beginning of May. And we're working on a full feature-length film at the moment, an anthology film called, and I can't give you the title, it's called Night of the Screaming Terror. That's at least the working title.
All right.
Comprised of 4 stories with a linking story in the middle that will sort of link it together. Cool. That's not far from completion. And that will be the biggest thing that we've done so far, at least that comes out of John Williams films. Yeah.
Cool. I also, I know, I don't know when it's coming out or if it's already out. You did The Beast of Riverside Hollow, which was a comedy horror.
Yeah.
Is that already out now, or is it?
Well, it's still going around the festival circuits. I believe we're taking that's actually up for Best Feature Film in the Midlands Movies Awards. Coming up at the end of June, so we're taking it there as well. There has been a limited edition Kickstarter Blu-ray copy come out. And hopefully John is working on a way to actually get a proper Blu-ray or DVD copy to come out. He likes the hard copies, as I do. There's room for downloading, we know, but it's nice to have the hard copy. I've always gone down that route. Maybe I'm old, but that's how I feel about it. And John feels the same way. So yeah, probably soon.
Oh, okay, that's cool. No, I mean, there seems to be a there's a definite sort of move back towards like physical media, like that, DVDs, that sort of thing, especially with horror, because I mean, you get a lot of the places like Hammer and a lot of other firms like that are reissuing all of their old films in new box sets, as DVDs. So I think it's kind of sparked an increase of interest in that sort of physical media.
Yes.
So the Beast of Riverside Horror, you're in that with Johnny Vegas.
Yes, yes, he appeared in it, and so did Ross Noble, and Bez, was it, and Sean Ryder, Colin Baker, Doctor Who. So John managed to get together this amazing cast, and then of course he got all the usual team in. This is where we link it to sort of the old Carry On type features. We've got our own local actors and actors that we know and that are dedicated and will come along and help. But he sort of every film now he gets some secret person in that we don't usually know till the last minute. So we're just keeping the fingers crossed about this one as well. Let's say that.
Oh, that's good. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
And you also did, I think, coming out this year, you did a short science fiction film called Life Inc.
I did, yes, for a local cinematographer, Louis Bruff, which ended up in the top 10 of, was it the London Sci-Fi Awards last year?
Wow, cool.
I think it was. It got to the top 10. We didn't win ultimately, but we got in the top 10. So I did that one as well. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, I mean, that brought along my other hobby of radio presenting, which I do now in retirement. Right. So you can see the link there.
Yeah.
That was good.
I was just going to say, do you like doing the science fiction stuff? Would you like to do more of that?
I would actually. I'll sort of try anything. I think my expertise is more in the sort of the comedy side rather than the pure horror, which is why John always he likes mixing and matching the comedy. And this one that's coming up, we've put a lot of comedy into this horror film, although it is a horror genre. You'll find when it comes out, there's a lot of comedy and sort of innuendo in it that's really perfect and suits the scenes well.
Yeah, okay. And I was looking. I also saw that you were involved in filming a crime drama called Bad Times Ahead.
Yes, that's still in the pre-production stage, so I can't really give you many details about that, but that's going to come up. Yeah.
No, that's cool. So, I mean, apart from the anthology film and Bad Times Ahead sort of thing, is there anything else that you know about that you're going to be working on or that will be coming out soon?
I just take it as they come. If I'm offered something, I've just done a graduation film for a student at Staffordshire University. Which will give us another IMDB credit, and he's going to try and put that one in film festival. I was very, very impressed with the way that worked. The training now for university students is amazing, and they had a full crew, full equipment, everything, and we were really impressed with that. So I was glad to help out on that one. There are many. I think we've got to support the new generation.
Absolutely.
You know, because it's their futures and it's our futures as well. So I was proud to do that. And of course, I appeared with John in Watch Me Sleep as well, his previous horror film that came between St. Baptist's and The Beast of Riverside Hollow. So I've done one or two, and I'm always open to offers. Let's say that. Yeah, good.
Well, I mean, can I ask you, do you think that there is an advantage or a disadvantage coming into making films and acting in films at sort of an older age, if you like?
Now, I'm glad you've asked that. It's a good question. I feared it at first because, yes, I'm in my 60s and I'm officially a state pensioner now. I might as well tell you I'm that age. Although I don't feel it and I don't sort of look it to a lot of people, but I was told, yes, there's always roles, and you look on TV and you always got the soaps where they feature the older people. In fact, it was my age that actually got me the role in the student one recently, because they wanted somebody sort of a regular in a pub that was about to be closed down, and they, that could put a bit of so how can we say this, comedy and a miserable sort of attitude. I've been here all my life drinking in
Right.
this pub and it's not supposed to close, And I really got into that role, and it's good. And I do try to push everything. It's important to get into that character. Yeah, I think there are definitely, despite my fear of it, there are those opportunities. I think there always will be as well. There's always, depends on, you can act sort of between various ages. I put down between 55 and 65, and I find that even before 55, you can actually use it. Depends how your attitude is, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's quite often there's this thing of people. I've talked to people who kind of like have said, "Oh, I've always fancied doing that, but I'm getting older now, and I don't think nobody's going to want me." And it's very easy to put things off, thinking that it's a young person's game, but it's really not.
It's not. I mean, everybody, there's a lot of opportunities out there, and I do encourage them. Like I've just said, we've got to encourage everybody to get into whether they're crew or cast or whatever they're doing. The film industry is constantly changing, and there's so much talent out there, and a lot of it's hidden. And it's up to us as with a little more experience to help these people and to get that talent out. And when we do, then they'll offer us the opportunities to work with them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would say to anyone, if you get a chance to do it, just do it. It's you've got nothing to lose really. So it's thing. Okay. So you say Beast of Riverside Hollow still doing festivals?
Yes.
And the new one is, when that's going to be finished and
hopefully the latest information we've got is the end of May, end of this month. We're hoping to wrap.
Oh, okay.
We're actually doing a few scenes tomorrow, which is Sunday the 3rd of May. We're doing a few scenes, but we've only got another couple of 3 days maybe to actually do now. So hopefully that will be wrapped. It is the biggest effort that John's put into it. And, there's a lot of people looking forward to it. And I think he'll just go from success to success, as he's proved over the years with his film.
Do you think it's likely to be out before the end of the year, or should we look for it in next year's festival?
Next year's festivals, but I mean, he's always coming up with these ideas, so I'm sure he'll push something to get somebody to see it this year somehow. But yeah, there will be. I think for the main festival run, it's going to be, probably next year.
Okay. Just is there any particular sort of styles of film, or if you were going to do horror styles of horror film, or any particular styles of horror film you haven't done that you'd really like to work in?
To be honest with you, not really. I just enjoy the experience of any type, really. If it's a good storyline and it's going to be, and there's an attraction in there, some that sort of gets your eye and say there's something about that film that's going to be good. Yes, I'll go for it. Again, you don't really know a lot because a lot of people sort of can't sort of get that message across originally. Am I explaining that sort of in a sense that you understand?
Yeah.
So I'm open to it. I'm open-minded, and I'll look at the thing and I'll say yes. Horror, like I say, years ago, I wouldn't have touched it at all, but now I'm quite interested in it. And when we go to the festivals, I sit down and I actually watch the horrors, and I think I've seen that years ago. And I've forgotten all about it. So it's lovely to see it again. And it's nice to see that even in Hollywood, as you know, with the recent horror film, that it is being recognized now throughout at least throughout the Western world.
Yeah. I think nowadays people are, it goes in waves. You have these things where you have waves of the films that come out that are all blood and guts and slashers and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you get ones that are all more sort of like psychological horrors. It's all about the atmosphere or more than the actual shocks and things like that.
Right. Yes.
But I think there's a room for all of them, and there is a wide variety of horror films available to watch. You don't have to watch just the ones that have got blood and guts in.
Yes. Well, we went down to Southend-on-Sea with the Beast in January. And of course, there was a big stand there. And I was looking every day. I went in and I looked for ages along these stands and realized, the pictures, the old video cassettes, and I thought, wow, this takes me back so much.
Yeah.
It was such probably what I hadn't realized before. But yeah, I totally agree with you there. There's got to be there's a future coming back again, if you understand. It sort of went to ground. It's coming back up, I believe now. So yeah, all well and good to the genre.
Yes, definitely. Okay, well, thank you for coming on the show and chatting to me. It's been really good to see you.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best with the films that are coming up and in the festivals, and for future films that you are going to make. Look forward to seeing you in other films. And everybody out there, I will, as I always do, I'll put a link up to David's social media so you can keep an eye on what he's doing and see if any films are coming out that he's in. And I would say go and see them, because you will. If it's a comedy or horror, you will have a good laugh.
Yes. Thank you so much, Andy. It's been a pleasure to talk to you tonight.
No problem. Thank you very much indeed. All right, everybody, thank you very much, and we'll be back again soon. Bye. The Sciforror Film Podcast.